Plastisol versus Discharge ink. It's a tale older than time itself for all the screen printers out there. But you're not a screen printer, you're a brand owner. So why the hell should you even care, right? Well, you should care because it produces a totally different outcome. So first, let's start with Plastisol. Excellent. Okay, so actually, come on over here. Get ourselves a little model in the mix. So I'm gonna go ahead and undress him casually, as I always do. Okay, so what we have here, this is Plastisol. It's a PVC thermoplastic ink, and essentially it sits right on top of the fabric. All right, it's kind of like slapping a sticker on top of the shirt. Now, the advantages of it is, you know, you got yourself a nice bright design and you want to show it off. You're going to be able to do that with this, okay? You know, when you're looking at them, there's not much to look at, right? But you get a nice design that's really popping off the page. Now that girl from across the bar might actually notice him. RIP to bars and nightlife, okay? So the problem though with Plastisol is that if you do have a large design, kind of like this, and let's say it's not these small lines, but everything is actually filled in with ink, what's going to happen? You got this big ass sticker on your shirt, and it's going to make the shirt a lot less breathable. So let's say he's doing something like, you know, some super white man exercise like jumping jacks or something. He's probably never done a jumping jack in his life. Let's say he's out running. He's doing a marathon, 5K. He's doing a 5K and he's in it. He's getting a PR at this point, but then he starts sweating. And then what happens? The shirt becomes all sticky. He's all sweaty. His shirt's just slapped right onto him, and people start passing him now. That's what's going to happen if you've got this big ass print with all Plastisol. So what do? You move to a discharge. All right, let's undress you. We're going to undress him again and get him into a Plastisol. Get him into a nice discharge shirt. Okay, so now we've got him in this discharge tank top, right? You can tell that it's discharged because it's a little less vibrant of a color than on the Plastisol shirt. Now, discharge is a type of water-based ink, right? And what it does, it actually rolls into and meshes with the cotton fabric of the shirt. Now that part's important. It only meshes with the cotton of the shirt. So this tank top gonna show up pretty well. Now if this shirt was only say 20% cotton, that red would be a lot more muted and more subtle. So you gotta watch out for that. But now, you know, if he's running that 5K and we got this discharge bad boy on our hands, it's gonna be a lot more breathable, and that shirt's never gonna stick to him because essentially that print and that ink is one with the shirt. So it depends what you're looking for. So the advantages with discharge is that it's just a lot softer to the touch. I know he likes that. And it turns this hard-bodied man into a soft teddy bear that's like a nice pillowcase, you know what I mean? So it also depends what you're going for in looks. Maybe you don't have a very vibrant design that you want to slap on a t-shirt and you want it to have a more muted color to it. That's going to be discharge for you, okay? Now, some disadvantages to discharge is that this color, the color of the ink, it's going to fade over time. So the more you wash it, the more you wear it, it's just going to continue fading, which maybe that's what you're going for. You kind of want that unique vintage look, which can be pretty cool on some t-shirts, but on others, like this shirt, with the Plastisol, you want that vibrancy to stay as long as possible, right? That's not going to happen with a discharge shirt. Another disadvantage of using discharge is it's tough to get the print and that ink, the color, exactly the color that you want it to be, right? Because it is actually meshing with the cotton, it's going to be a lot tougher to nail down the exact shade of color that you want on it. And like I said, over time, it's just going to continue fading out, right? And the last disadvantage of discharge is that it's a lot more involved process of screen printing. And if your screen printers don't know what the hell they're doing, there's a likelihood that they can mess it up. That's why you call us. We're way better. Another option would be this guy right here. What do you think this is? It's a trick question. It's both. So this double-headed badass eagle ready to terrorize shit, that is discharge, and this white industry part is Plastisol. So the reason we did that is because we wanted the eagle to still have that vintage look, and also it's fairly decent size. So if we were to make that Plastisol, it'd be a little heavy, a little sticky, but we still wanted the industry part to still pop off the shirt. So that's why we did Plastisol for that white industry and Discharge for this double-headed eagle. That's another option right there. It's pretty much just a Plastisol Discharge unicorn baby. So end of day, you have your main two options, Plastisol and Discharge, and it really depends on your brand, what you're going for, and the design. Also, of course, the actual blank you're printing on. Again, if it's only like say 20% cotton, you're not going to want to do Discharge because the color just won't show through that well. And now if you're the brand that has, you know, very vibrant colors to it, the designs are just super, like I said, vibrant. I think I've said that word like 50 times now. Vibrant, 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 vibrant. You're going to want to roll with Plastisol. Just make sure your designs aren't too large. So for instance, again, if all the lines were colored in, that would be a huge, heavy print on the shirt and it wouldn't be all that comfortable. So you got to watch out for that. If you like the more subtle and, you know, that vintage look to it, where it's going to kind of fade and be more of a worn look, Discharge is your best bet. And if you can't decide, you can always message me below. My contact info is down there. Shoot me an email and we'll get you on the right path.